Yeah, it's the Weege Show. You might remember back in Philadelphia. Am I right? Philadelphia? Do you feel chizzed today? Did chiz today?
Chiz absolutely chizzed all over Bud's Creek.
Yes, it was a hyped as a chiz versus Dino battle. It did not go well for Dino today. You guys having a good time? Tell the truth. They're waiting for James Stewart to come out of the TV booth.
And Tomac,
what's that?
Nicoletti and Tomac. Unbelievable.
Another classic Nicoletti Tomac battle.
Took the win.
Was it good?
Almost the whole moto.
Tomac Nicoletti battle.
Did you expect that?
Tomac Nicoletti battle. We've seen it. We've seen it for decades, folks. Whether it was Marvin Muscan or Ken Roxon or Cooper Webb or Phil Nicoletti, just a classic battle with Eli Tomac. Man, I hope that's not Eli's line in the sand. I hope he's not like, man, I don't want to do this anymore if I can't beat Nicoletti. I'll ask Phil about that. He'll probably be very happy that I brought that up. You guys have a good day today?
Yes, sir. But where is Roxon and Webb?
What's that?
Where is
yeah, Roxon said he only was going to do 2 of the last 3, and Webb hurt his thumb again. You won't see him till the Charlotte race. Sorry, yeah, Unadilla. Yeah. Put the hex on him a little bit.
Let's do a good job, man.
We love you.
I appreciate that. You know what I have in here, speaking of the fans are really just waiting for James Stewart and not me. Oh, we're gonna do video to video?
Eastside Dogs!
Oh, Eastside Dogs. Yeah, Maryland's got a strong scene.
Yeah, we got everyone here, man. Eastside Dogs, Rods, everyone out here, man. We're just partying, man.
You know what I'm saying? We got
Haiden
Deegan burnout up there.
Did you get to witness it?
Hell yeah, we did. Mike didn't blow up. Mike didn't blow after 30 minutes.
They're too reliable. Yes.
Didn't give that Deegan show out, you know what I'm saying?
The days are young. There's plenty of time to blow that thing up.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or maybe backflip it.
For sure. That'd be sick.
He should find the side of one of these jumps.
He didn't
backflip that.
He broke his arm though.
Wow.
He tried to backflip on triple and broke his arm.
Wait, you hurt your arm trying to backflip? Okay, don't do that, Deegan. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Eastside Dogs. Yeah, let's do it. Here we go. We can do all this. Yes. Here we go. Thank you. Shoot, where was I? Eastside Dogs, by the way, I believe is the name of all the local Maryland racers. They're doing well. Well,
how much they charge?
That's a lot of chicken.
Oh, you like all this chicken?
You want me to? Can I trade you these shoes?
Man,
that's a lot of chicken.
Hey, listen, man.
The problem is I wouldn't have any shoes after that.
$1 per chicken tender.
$1 per chicken tender? I wish I was carrying cash on me. That's a heck of a deal. That's like 5 for 5, 3 for 3. I don't have any cash. Like I would do it. You know I would do it. Gosh, that would have been a great part of the show. I'm actually so cheap. I have one of these like wallets where you like have the money clip, and the money clip broke off. So I literally can't carry money in the wallet because that part broke. But I don't want to get a new wallet because that would cost money. You see the irony there? This is the Weege Show, brought to you by DID Chains, DID Rims, building championships for over 100 years. What drives you? We're good. They're looking for my credential. It's in my pocket. You don't have a credential on your neck when you're doing TV stuff. We're going to get to the press conference here. Obviously, the biggest story of the day is Haiden Deegan winning the 250 National Motocross Championship. Yes, they are having a party over here. Yes, they are celebrating. But my takeaway is that Haiden is pumped. Haiden is happy. But I've seen maybe a higher level of pumpedness from other teams winning this title, and I believe that is because if you're Deegan, you're not looking at this as like a career journey to get to this point. I think you're just looking at this as another rung up the ladder of many, many more. What's up, gang? And so I think he's like super duper happy, but not like this is the crowning achievement of my life. I think he wants more in the future. We'll be right back. All right, where the heck was I? Press conference is over. Actually found. All right, where the heck was I? Press conference is over. Actually ran into Brian Deegan in there, talked to him a little bit. You know what's cool? Historically, I'll give you a little insight on how I approach this. Historically, I always try to not use the dads as sources of information. I mean, my basic premise was that the dads didn't sign up to be public spokespeople for a race team or an athlete. You know, that's what their kids and the employees of the teams signed up to do. And there's probably been some dads that thought that they were the only ones that I wasn't talking to, and I was talking to all the other dads. But in general, I tried to keep the dads at arm's length. Just because of that, I'm like, I don't want them to be held responsible when they tell me stuff that maybe isn't supposed to be said. So I'll just stay away so they don't almost protect them from themselves. And also some dads are just straight up crazy, so you gotta be careful of biased info. Although I will say, at the top, The riders who are the best at dads are usually not as bad. What?
Yeah, man, Deegs.
Oh, you've always been huge Deegs guy. Always been Deegs guy.
Some young child that I know is a huge fan of Deegs, and my buddy Duff, who you know.
Yes, Duff Life,
Legend,
mechanic.
Hooked me up.
Really?
Yep.
Is this like a young, sick child that, like, needy?
Not sick, just young and small.
Starving?
No, young and small. But,
Okay,
you know,
is he
don't say
like from poverty? Or?
Don't say I don't do anything for the fans.
Wow, so
Yeah.
for the kids?
For the kids.
For the kids.
Yeah.
So that is not for the studio?
No.
Okay.
For the kids.
Did you also participate in the revving?
Stay tuned to my Instagram.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I got to rev the bike. I got to rev the bike.
All right.
Yes, thank you, Duff. Yeah. I got to find some people who I owe this signed Stu poster to. And they have free dinner. This is the Southern Maryland Dirt Riders. I got to find their spot. Anyway, so I've kind of changed my ways. I've kind of realized, look, you're kidding yourselves if you don't think the dads are as integral to this process as the riders or the people on the race team. So I've been trying to talk to the dads more. And at the very top, I mean, let's be honest, how much percentage of Eli Tomac's success is because of his dad? How much percentage of the Lawrence brothers' success, the Deegan success is due to the dads? So I'm talking to the dads more lately. And it paid off. Like today, I talked to Brian and I said, you know, congrats, obviously. And he's like, it's gonna get harder from here. And I'm like, this is the classic, you know, it's just I thought I was gonna get the cliche of defending titles is harder than winning it, but that's not where he was going. Where Brian was going is he said the better you are, the more success you have, the more you rack up titles and money and race wins and celebrity, the more hangers-oners you get, or the real key word he uses, the more distractions. And some of them are distractions for a good reason. You know, if you want sponsors and you want to make big money, you want to bring in money from outside the sport and really transcend things in the way that Jeremy McGrath did, that's hours that you have to spend in meetings, face-to-face, shaking hands with people, going to marketing events, all these things. If you want to do that, it's going to take away from the training and riding and progress as an athlete time. And then the negative side is you're going to have people pulling at you. Some you can trust, some you can't. There's a lot of trappings that come with fame and money and success. And that's the goal now. No one at this point is even questioning, you know, is this Haiden Deegan kid for real? Like that, maybe we were wondering 2 years ago for sure, coming out of amateurs, how good really was he? That's not the question anymore. We know he's good, we know he's legit. To keep this going, yeah, there's only two ways it can go wrong at this point. He clearly has the ability. Injuries are a thing for any athlete. That could happen at any time. You can do your best to try to prevent it. You can't guarantee it. There's injuries and there's distractions and losing focus. And that's Brian's quest right now, to try to prevent that from becoming a problem. And it helps a lot, I think, when they're already thinking about that. And as I said before I signed up the first time in this show, I just get that sense, yes, they were excited over there at Yamaha, yes, they were pumped, but not in the, this has just changed our lives, we've won a 250 Motocross Championship sense. This is definitely, they've got a long-range vision of what the entire career is supposed to look like. This is a step, a nice step, a big step, yes, but it's just a step. It is not the step. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. It's the Keith Johnson. The Keith Johnson Cannondale.
There you go.
Wow. I did not. I've seen a couple of these bikes even fairly recently, even in the AMA Hall of Fame and the Barber Museum, but I forgot that the number plates were so giant. What?
It's not actually his, but he signed it.
He signed it and you put the numbers on it?
Right.
That's
right.
good. Yeah, the backwards reverse engined EFI 4-stroke. Having a lot of success now. They just 26 years ahead of their time if you go back to 1998 when that bike was kind of making its debut. Hey, we're great. Anyway, that's it, man. It reminds me of being at this track years ago, interviewing John and Eli and Kathy Tomac, and John Tomac talking about the gauntlet. You know, you'd think at the top of this game that everybody's so cutthroat, that's what you would think, and everybody is so competitive, and they are to a degree. But I think when you arrive here and you realize how hard it is to get here and how many people along the way were maybe threats, other riders who had talent and abilities, and it didn't work out, you realize what a gauntlet it is and what an accomplishment it is to get here, and how much management it takes to prevent any of those pitfalls, the injuries, the distractions, whatever. Here comes the rain from happening. So I congratulate any of those guys who have figured that out. And I gotta go because it's raining. Thanks to DID, and we'll be back in Ironman. And I gotta get these guys their poster. See ya. Well, you got a tent. I like that. I'm gonna get into this tent because it's raining. Bye. Bonus coverage. What was I just saying? And by just, I mean like 2 hours ago. Went to hang out with the Southern Maryland Dirt Riders, which is a, yeah, gang.
All right, we love that shit. 08722 Beachwood.
Wow.
08722.
That's literally the town.
Yeah.
Literally, now I gotta talk to these guys. This wasn't even the point I was trying to make. Beechwood, New Jersey?
Mermaid Avenue. Yes.
That was me.
Yes.
Mermaid and Spruce, right in the corner.
Heck yeah, man.
How the heck is that?
Well,
you live in Beechwood?
Yes, down the road.
Literally my town.
Literally
my
down the
town.
road.
Beechwood Elementary School.
I will stand up for the flagger that you are from Englishtown, New Jersey.
We finally
Let's
found
go.
somebody to recognize.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, Johnson's Pit down the road.
Steve, you could take it and shove it up, whatever.
That's right.
What?
I really did it.
We got
Yes.
flaggers right here.
There's
My
a
man.
cornerstone in Beechwood Elementary School when the school opened. I was in 5th grade. We were there for the first class.
Amen, sir.
And I was like, who are these kids playing baseball? That's cool.
That's right.
Beechwood, New Jersey.
Beachy. Love it.
Woo! Yeah, Beechwood. I can sing my elementary school theme song if you want. It was kind of fake. They asked the 5th and 6th graders, they said, we got a new elementary school. I'm sure you care about this. Kids, write us our school fight song. Well, we all came up with terrible songs. I mean, you're not gonna get a great song out of a bunch of 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. And then mysteriously, a song that none of us had ever heard of. They made new lyrics to a song none of us had ever heard of, and that got elected as the school song. And I know they lied. I know that was not submitted by a student. They lied to us. 1989, 88, 90, very upset at you, Beechwood Elementary School. Your school fight song should have been Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer, but instead, we're the Beechwood Bears, because that was my contribution and they didn't pick it. That's fake. Kids didn't pick that. Where was I? I was talking about dads. Well, I got a dad story for you. That's the bonus coverage. I actually found Tim Ferry's dad over hanging out with the Maryland folks, because Tim Ferry's dad is friends with everybody, everywhere, at every track. He told me a story of the Mini O's back when Timmy was racing against Brian Deegan. I did not know we had multiple generations of Ferrys battling Deegans. Brian and Timmy battling, and I guess it was a stock class. And Timmy won a moto, and he got protested by Brian's dad, and they tore the bike down, and the bike was indeed stock. And I'm like, wait. We saw Evan today actually get a good start and was up there, and then like poetically on the final lap when Deegan's looking to win the title, he actually passed Evan, but Evan at that point had crashed and was a lap down. And I'm like, you had already raced against Brian and his dad, and now Evan and Haiden are racing? It's crazy. That's crazy. And he went over and congratulated Brian. They still have respect for each other. All battles through the years. Both kids, both generations of kids. Is that not the ultimate example of how important dads and parents are to this game? That was wild, man. Just love to tell you that story. I did a podcast like 2 years ago with Timmy's dad about his famous story of when they had spent all their money to buy Timmy a bike for Loretta's, and then it got stolen by a bunch of drug runners. And he had to find the bike and fight, literally tackle the drug guys off the bike, risking his life. Could have got shot, could have got stabbed, could have got killed, but he had to get that bike back. He actually stole the bike back from them, and then Timmy won a title at Loretta's with it. Like I said, man, it's all about parents in this game. And one more poetic thing. Can you see this? There's actually a rainbow. Check this out. I don't know if that came out. One other thing over there, Kevin Crine was a great privateer from this area, died in a car accident years ago. And for the last 20 years, they put together the Kevin Crine Cash Award for privateers. I actually got to meet Kevin's dad, and I'll put a photo up here of him with the list of privateer winners through the last 20 years. Pretty cool. I think it went to Jerry Robin today, who had all sorts of bike problems, and Brock Bennett in the 250 class. They pick it based on like who needs the money or who had a tough day, so that was cool. Just, it's so salt of the earth hanging out in this campground and these pits at these races, and the stories through the years, whether it's all the way at the top, like, do you think when you talk Eli Tomac and John and Kathy Tomac, or you think when you talk the Deegans that it's jet set flying? And yes, like I said, the issues will come with the distractions, with the money and the fame and the hangers honors and the girlfriends and all these things. But everybody at one point was just doing this. They were just hanging out in these pits, just being dads, just being moms, just trying to figure out a way to make it happen at the races. And as I said at my Loretta show, I was not capable of doing it. I've already tapped out. It's not happening. I can't be that level of moto dad. So props to you people who have done the unbelievable sacrifice of making it happen in this sport. That's the end of the bonus coverage. Here's the rainbow. Let me try again.